hello. Good afternoon, Kaduna.
Good afternoon, Nigeria.
Good afternoon, Africa.
And good afternoon to all the Brekete family members.
Yep. It is 12 o'clock. And when it is 12 o'clock, it is time for Me and My Future. Yes, Me and My Future on Brekete Family Radio 99.9 FM. As usual now. It is your 3 pilots in the air. And you know now, 2 pilots are in the house.
Yes, and
one other pilot in the engine room. And I remain your girl, Jessica Zugwa Ibrahim, a.k.a. J the Coffee Chick.
And yes, and I am Jennifer Quote Ibrahim, but you can call me Nifa.
Yes, and we are live on YouTube. Okay, we are live on YouTube right now. You can easily go to YouTube and search for Brekete Family Radio 99.9. Okay, no, Brekete Family Radio TV. Kaduna, don't mind me. I'm thinking of the FM.
I forget that we have you.
Yes, I forget that I have my people live on YouTube. All right, it is at Brekete Family Radio TV Kaduna.
Yes.
Search or type Brekete Family Radio TV Kaduna. All right. When you type, you will see us there. Subscribe. Very important. Subscribe. Okay. And if you want to help the ordinary president to reach out to people, that is the fastest way to reach out to him. You will help him to reach out to people by subscribing. Okay, so subscribe, and when you get there, leave a comment, okay, on the comment section. Tell us what you want us to talk about. Tell us what you feel. What exactly do you want to say to us? And we will get it from there, and we'll pick it up from there and work with it. All right, as you know, now people that are already on YouTube, they must have noticed some other person in the studio, and they are wondering, okay, this is not the face of the third pilot. All right, and for those of you who are listening to us, that's why we said you should go to the YouTube.
Yes,
and go and watch us live. Yes, so we have a guest in the house. Yes, Me and My Future today take a particular turn.
That's true.
We decided to bring in a professional on this field that we want to talk about, someone that will educate us more. You know, for in Brekete Family, it's all about learning.
Yes.
Relearn. Okay, no, learning, unlearn, and relearn. Okay, we learn every day. It is about us and our future. So anything that will make us better for the future is what we are after. All right, so without wasting much of our time, I will not be introducing our guest. I want him to introduce himself with his full profile. Full profile. Please. Let them know that we are not joking. Brekete Family. All right, so over to you, sir.
Thank you very much. I want to seize this opportunity to really appreciate Brekete Family Kaduna, and for the privilege given to me in person to really come on board to talk about the role of women in society. I am an ardent listener of this Brekete Family, the national Mabuja, and I have heard quite a lot of cases and quite a lot of discuss, you know, over there in Abuja. And some, I just felt there hasn't been this kind of service unto man in Nigeria, the kind of the Brekete Family. And I want to really appreciate the executive director or maybe the founder of this very radio, TV. Thank you very much. So the name is James Obadiah, and I work with Cruden. Cruden is an NGO that had been in existence in Nigeria over 30 years. The headquarters is in Jos, and we are into humanitarian intervention and capacity building, and then a kind of illuminating, you know, the people, the society, into most of these things that actually, you know, call for development.
Yes.
And exactly, I am here in the Northwest Zone as the director in charge of the Northwest Zone, or we call it Zonal Facilitator.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. That's a profile.
Yes.
That's a profile.
Yeah. That is it, all the way from Cruden. All right, we've heard it from him, sir. some of our listeners are complaining that you need to come out a little bit and speak out a little bit. They can barely hear you, yes, sir. So that's why I adjusted the mic. All right, sir, you have heard from our guests. Okay, and the topic for our discussion today, he said it, but let me repeat it. He said it is the role of women in the society.
Yes.
If you notice, women have been, in as much as there have been a lot of seminars, a lot of awareness programs here and there trying to tell the society, especially here in Nigeria, that women can do more than just being in the kitchen and in the other room.
Yes, giving birth to children.
You know, yes, now giving birth to kids and all of that. They are not just baby making factory.
No.
They are not just there for just the kitchen. All right, they are not just home keepers.
I mean, look at the 3 pilots.
Look at the 3 pilots. They are all women, and we're doing very good in our own field. Okay, so that's why we said we need someone who is a professional in the field to talk more about this. Let the society know that women have a lot in their hand. They have a lot that God has given to them. They have a lot
also,
that, yes. We have a lot of women in the professional field right now. We have a lot of them as pilots, as medical doctors. We have a lot. But there are some that I think their knowledge is still limited. They still feel that be you who, women can't go. There is a limit to where a woman can go.
Yes.
So that's why we said let's bring in our guests so that you can help us tell our wonderful listeners that women have more than they can imagine.
That's true. Jay, there's this another point just to establish the fact. Even the profession you just mentioned, you realize that even in that profession, women have to shout
to be listened.
Double voice, if there's anything like that, for them to be heard. You understand? When in the same organization, a man will just whisper and everybody will adjust. But when a woman is in that same position and she have to give an order or she have to say something, she have to use a louder voice.
Yeah.
So it seems like, I've given you the position, but I'm still taking it back.
So what you're saying, Ifa, is that there are limitations.
Yes,
women are still limited.
You know, it's not today this fight that to give women roles, to give women opportunity in the society. That this is not the beginning of the fight, and definitely is not going to be the end. We hope that the eyes of people will open. You understand? But even at that, so I'm sure after all the whole fight, all the whole what should I call it, the workshops and trying to open people's eyes and then let people understand that women have a lot to give out. That's why organizations and even the world are start giving women opportunities. But even at that, they still place some limitation on them while in the organization.
Okay, so we just wanted to water the ground. Wanted to just water the ground for our listeners to know what we are talking about. So over to you. We are not going to interrupt you.
Yes,
all right. We just need you to do your thing, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much, Jennifer and Jessica.
Yes, sir.
You know, when I received the invitation to come over on this very topic, I really was trying to look at how do I actually come in. And I had to establish a fact that everyone knows today. Now, when you look at the woman species, you trace the origin of the woman from creation.
Okay.
And exactly to show mankind that the woman is a unique personality, is a special person. And that was why God haven't created everything. He now created man in the book of Genesis. And I think some other religious books would have such records to show that the woman wasn't just picked from the other room or possibly from maybe the sky or anywhere. But God, in his own infinite creativity and his inner energy, had to actually make man to sleep. And then he picked up the rib and then formed man. I mean, the man.
The woman.
So after that, what did he do? He saddled them with responsibilities. So if you look at the place of woman in the garden, it was a kind of a 50-50.
Yes.
The woman and the man were there together. And so there was no disparity. But today, what do we have? So I had to actually lay this foundation for people out there to know that if you are a female or a woman, you should walk with your what? You should walk with your shoulder high because of your place in society, right from the family circle to the immediate society
Yes.
and down to the levels of the state or the federal.
Yes.
And I want to say clearly that the woman is as important as procreation. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Now, for a society to actually be vibrant or for a society to move, there has to be what? The woman and the man. Because that is where procreation actually occurs. But eventually, if that occurs, then we have a society. Then who made up the society? Or who makes up the society?
Yes.
The male and the female.
Female, true.
And that is the golden principles or the attribution of the woman in society.
Okay.
Now, I have some few things that I jotted down that I will be sharing today.
Okay.
And here is talking about the women in any society that are the engine of growth and development because they provide the labor force for the production of goods and services to take effect.
Wow. I love
Okay.
the word engine
Yes.
room.
Yes.
I love
The
it.
engine growth.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, women have enormous responsibilities
Wow.
to God first, that created them, then to man, and then the society. This is the tribe of women role in national development.
Wow.
Now, I was wondering, looking at the responsibilities of the woman unto God,
Yes.
what is her responsibility? And I just brought it to that very, theory that talks about the creation care. In fact, the woman in creation care is the most unique thing that God had ever imagined.
Okay. Tell it to
Yes.
us. Tell it.
It's getting to our head.
It boils down to any nation, to any country, to any society that needs development.
Yes.
They have to identify the woman as special as the man. In fact, left for me, I would say that there can never be any meaningful development without the woman.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm clapping.
So you could take an example. You look at nations that women are in the forefront of political arena,
Yes.
who are in the forefront of decision making.
Yes, yes.
You would
yes.
discover that society is developing as a human society.
Yes. Wow.
Let me use this phrase.
Yes, sir.
That any society that women are in the forefront of decision making, that very society will be a human society.
Wow.
Unlike some of the societies that we have today
Yes, yes.
that have relegated the woman to the background or to the other room. Okay, but I want to tell this, that I have seen a state where a nation was when they had no women in decision making. Let me just take it down to this
Please do,
very,
sir. Do,
Yeah.
do.
that is, if you look at the parliamentary, settings of most of the nations, and you see where the women are in the forefront of decision making, you will discover that that very country will develop evenly.
Wow.
There would be a sound socio-political and economic policies. And they will not just be policies, but they will be translated into its physical equivalents. That is being implementing such ideologies or such policies.
Okay, so sir, concerning according to what you just said right now,
Yeah.
women being in the forefront in the decision making organization, or let's say in countries where they are around they are part of the people making decisions now. Why is it that they are succeeding when making such decision? Why is it that when a woman handles that part of decision making is always a success?
Well, if you listened to me before now, I told you that the woman is a special character
Okay.
in the calendar of God or in the programs of God. You know, most of the nations, as I said, that have women in the forefront of their parliaments or national whatever, you would discover that that society would be a human society. And I said it deliberately. The human society is a society where the rule of law is observed, where the rule of law is actually maintained, and everyone could see the giftings or the kind of provision of every aspect of the needs of man to exist as a human being. And there are some nations or countries that, honestly speaking, if you look at their economic development and some other, factors, you will discover that they are far left behind. Let me take an example of Rwanda. Rwanda now, we have Sierra Leone and some other countries like that, where women have stood out, and the moment they were there, everything changed. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay, if you look at Rwanda, you look at all of these nations, these African countries, you discover that what is happening there.
Yes.
True, a lot of development.
A
The
lot of
speed in which the
development.
country is developing is
Yes.
something else. Is it because women are critical thinkers?
Yes.
Because I am a woman,
Yeah.
and I have met plenty women,
Yeah.
and I realize that we have reasonable women. There are. The honorary president said something today that it's not every woman that is a good woman. There are
Yes,
bad women.
yes.
But I'm talking about the responsible woman now. They are critical thinkers.
Yes,
They are
and they
people.
can be particular about some things. When they give them a project, they can be all focused.
And from your definition now, women are natural multipliers.
Right.
That is
When you give a woman something, she multiplies it.
Multiplies it.
Let's talk of the childbirth.
Yeah.
All right. That's an example.
Yeah.
Then women are they can multitask.
That's obvious. That
So
one is
yeah, so
obvious, yes.
I'm actually trying to relate this with that, because I feel because of the nature of a woman being able to multitask, being critical in her thinking, so she's always careful when taking decisions.
And she brings out all of her characters
Yeah.
in every assignment or in everything she decides to do. You get to see all of that multiplication aspect of her. You get to see
The
that
critical thinking of
aspect
her,
of her.
carefully taking decisions and all of that.
Yes, you get to see it in all of it. Yes.
You see, I was looking at what I have just written down here about Rwanda and some of these countries. But let me just take it down this way. Okay, it says here that though women's leadership in certain countries has come under renewed focus, globally women still only occupy 25.7
Can
See?
you imagine?
yeah,
Can you,
percent of the available parliamentary positions.
can you imagine?
And then we have 7.2% of head of states positions. That is 6.2% of head of government positions and 21.3% of cabinet positions.
Wow.
Now, in Africa, women occupy about 24% of parliamentary seats, significantly close to the global average. Now, when you look at this, you discover that you are talking about critical thinking.
Yes.
If you look at the woman, just take the home front. A sound home could be traceable to that woman that is critical in
That is why
thinking.
even the Holy Bible says
Yeah.
that when a home is built, is a woman.
It's a
When
woman.
a
Of
home
course.
is destroyed, is a woman. So the power of all those building has been placed in the woman that you need to utilize it. You need to.
Right.
You need to. What would I say? Like you need to use. You need to give the woman space for her to be able to use
Of
that.
course. Now, it's something happened in my family. You know, when this economic meltdown started, and all of things, things were beginning to take different shapes and all of this.
Yes.
Okay, my wife called on me and said, look, my husband, we have to kind of look inward. It is time for us to begin to do what? To shave away certain weights that can consume the income of the family.
Wow.
So that made me to understand that the woman is a person that shapes the economy of states. The economy of states.
That's
You know,
true.
because they are there as a kind of, people that advise,
That's true.
or people that advises, that tells you exactly what and what not to do. Okay, but
more like, sorry sir, more like women that see ahead.
Yeah,
like
they
you can
foresee,
help
yes.
women foresee. So she was able to see that if we don't do this now, if you leave a typical man,
Yeah.
he does not really have a problem since now it's being fixed. Since now
Exactly.
it's settled, you understand.
The future can
future.
handle itself. While
But a woman,
we see ahead of
already
this.
see
All
what
right,
is
sir,
gonna happen.
before we go further on that, we'll take a little pause and
Thank you.
we'll go and drink water. I know you
Yes,
must have talked a
yes.
lot and you need to sip water.
Thank
So we will go on a short musical break. And when we come back, we will continue from where we stopped. Now to you, my listener, don't move.
yes.
Don't move. Don't touch that dial. All right? We will be back soon. Okay. And welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
Yes.
This is Brekete Family Radio 99.9 FM. and we are live on YouTube at Brekete Family Radio TV Kaduna. And today it's me, my future, with your 3 pilots.
Yes.
I remain Jessica Zugwa Ibrahim, aka J the Carved Chick.
Yes, and I am Jennifer Quote Ibrahim, but you can call me Nifa.
And if you were following us, you know that we have a guest in the house, and so you just introduce yourself.
Yeah.
And you continue so that for people who are just joining us, we know who we have in the house.
Just his name, right? And then
Yeah.
you continue.
Yes.
Okay, the name is James Obadiah,
Okay.
and I work with Cruden.
Yes,
I am
sir.
the zonal representative of the Northwest Zone of Cruden.
Okay, so
Thank you.
before we started talking about the role of women in the society, Mr. James have been giving us professional approach on how important women are in the society, how women are making the world a better place,
Yes.
and how a lot of African countries are making it because they have women in the forefront. They have women in the decision-making parliament. You know, so just don't move, all right, while he goes on. Sir, you can go ahead.
Thank you very much. We were on this before we get on to break, and was telling us the place of the woman in society. I traced back the importance or how unique the woman species is
Yes.
in the whole world.
Yes.
And we have seen it that for an economy to be very efficient and resilient, women must be in the forefront.
Yes.
Now,
Very, very.
I look at another, aspect of the woman that is so special to nation building, that educate a woman, you educate the whole community or
Wow,
a society.
Very true.
That's
Very true.
I have seen in the area of sciences, women have become top because of what? Because of their creativity, because of that sound judgment, because of the type of receptive nature of the woman when it comes to sciences. And when you go to the medicals, you see that women are very, very, successful there. I've come across female medical doctors, researchers, radiologists, and so on. And when you get to things like either engineering, you see women also becoming very, very phantom over there.
Yes.
So, not to talk about piloting, you see women are becoming special and very good pilots. And we have some women that have actually been qualified who became best when it comes to, Air Force combat planes and all of this. And the submarine is the same thing. Not to talk of all these astronologies. Okay? So all of these fields of special, kinds of in nature that women were not actually allowed to. But today, women are taking the uppermost seats in most of these, factors.
Yes.
And we could see the importance of women there.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true. That means women need to be trusted. Women need to be
Yes.
given more
More
opportunities.
opportunities.
Women can do way beyond the limitation
Yes.
set for them.
Yeah.
That means our government now need to give women more political
Responsibilities,
positions.
yes.
For the impact we've seen in the other countries that women are heading.
Yeah.
We have seen how much they have impacted, how much they have, how much good they have done to their country, how much develop and the massive growth now that the country have gotten.
Yes.
If more are given to Nigeria women, we can do better, we can do more.
Yes.
All right.
The one thing that you find a lot of men say is that women are emotional. You understand? Women are emotional beings, but they tend to say that's what's the negative part. But it's the same that emotional aspect of a woman.
That-
The woman gets to, like, when she starts off something, she makes sure she see it through.
They attach their emotions to everything, and that's
everything.
why they succeed.
Yes, that's the point. So whatever you think is actually on the negative aspect,
There-
it can be used in the positive aspect. If this country is not giving a lot of women more opportunities,
Yeah.
they are giving, but to some extent they are a bit withdrawing back. If they are all out in giving women responsibilities like other countries. Now look at, just as you mentioned, look at what the difference that other countries have made, the women there rather have made. Now imagine we having that here in this country. And one thing that I know Nigeria is that Nigeria is blessed with knowledge.
Yes.
Nigeria is blessed with talent. Nigeria is blessed with abilities. Nigerians are blessed generally.
Yes.
Come to talk of a Nigerian woman. Do you understand? Let's even start from homes. You get how many, as in the way the women take charge. You understand? So that is actually a plus. When he mentioned one very valid point about educating a woman.
Yes.
When you educate a woman, you just need to go and sleep.
Everything
Exactly.
Everything will be taken care of.
Exactly. Let me just pick it up from there.
Yes, sir.
You know, to say a few things on this. That when you look at the family front, you discover that a successful family is that very woman that actually sits. Even when the husband is away, she is there shaping the children, giving them the natural God-gifted values.
Yes.
Okay, before the child goes out there to acquire, you know,
The Western knowledge,
Yes.
yeah, the woman would have actually inculcated a kind of values that would not be taken away from that child. And so you see that very child actually has a kind of a focus in society. He gets to school, he's focused. He's out of school, he's focused. And anywhere he finds himself, and look, that child can never be wayward.
That's true.
Okay,
That's
and then
true.
and then you look at, you see, you know, the most of these countries we talked about that have allowed women a very good percentage percent of representation in parliaments or whatever. In fact, their development space, okay, has drastically changed.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now I was just going through the global ranking of certain nations, of all the nations of this world that have allowed women opportunity to be there. And I discovered that Nigeria is about 133, almost second to the last.
Whoa.
Out of 134 countries.
You see,
No, but we're seeing it now. It shouldn't surprise us.
Nigeria is about 5.3%
Now
in
you can see
representation
where
of
we are.
women.
Well, where we are.
But when you go to Rwanda, you will see that Rwanda is about 63.8%.
That's a massive
Thereabout.
progress.
That's a massive progress.
Tell me, how can that go to Rwanda now? Kagame is a man that has seen the value of a woman. And so he runs his government alongside with women. And because the woman is soft in the heart, the woman is
Compassionate, a bit
she
tender.
looks at-
Naturally.
in fact, for every action of the woman, some of the women would actually weigh the pros and the cons of that very decision.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sir.
But we men, once as a decision is taken, one of the things he looks at, his own political whatever.
I
Are
think
you
the
getting
woman
what I'm saying?
bring into play her
That is
motherly nature.
She brings in the motherly nature there. And that is why, just look, okay, there was a time the world was crying and even Nigeria joined and having to talk about is it 35% affirmation?
Yes.
Yes.
Something of that nature.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if Nigeria has actually given women that very opportunity up to 35% affirmation.
Well.
In fact, if I were to have a direct communication with our beloved President Tinubu,
Yes, sir.
I would actually advise him to give women up to about 65%.
We need it. We
affirmation.
deserve
Thank
it.
you.
Considering
And
what
then-
is we're saying, yes.
And
You
then you wait
understand?
and see what is going to happen.
Thank
the
you.
turnaround of this very nation.
How can you be trying
Nigeria.
same process every single time and expect a different change?
Right
The
before
men are
independence,
You understand?
to date. How many women have actually gone into, how many women do we have in the Senate?
Okay.
What about the representative?
Yes, sir. So
Okay.
at this point, as is this hot, we're
Yeah.
going to open the phone
Phone
line
line.
for people to call in and tell us what exactly they feel. I know some will want to counter, but please, rules of engagement with us. When you're calling, please stay away from your radio set, all right? And or you reduce it completely. And mind your language, please.
Yes, when
mind
you're
your
giving
language
opinion,
when you're giving.
Make sure you mind your language. It's okay for you to counter any opinion, but do it respectfully.
Respectfully, please.
Because trust us, we will end your call like we'll
Politely will end it.
Yes.
All right, so the number to call and join this conversation is 070 16 25 7240. The number to call again is 070 1625 7240. Hello, good afternoon.
Embelembe.
Oh, lo, lo, lo.
Embelembe.
Oh, lo, lo, lo.
Please, what's your name and where?
Fellow sisters, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I hear Madam Patient voice. That's why I don't continue and I could stop.
I hear you don't withdraw your statement. Our guest in the studio. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Thank you.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
In fact, today I day happy. Well. I day happy. Be like say today now women get them.
Yes.
From ordinary president in the morning.
Yes.
See how ordinary president praise women. I clap, I said so. Thank God. And I surprised this afternoon too. See our guests about women.
Yes,
thank God. Thank God say women no be for kitchen again.
Yeah.
Thank God say people don't they remember say women now women.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for today for women. How the way where people they recognize women today now in the society is really good.
Yes, ma'am.
I thank God. Not before when you go say make you train girls, they'll say forget about this girl first. See boys to the front, may we train them. See today now, many things where they happen, even in the family now, women now. Now women they take care of the family.
Yes.
Everything now. Just as our guest talk, if person go even reach our president Tinubu, Bola Tinubu, make you give women chance.
Seriously.
You go to eat the same food every day. All the places na men occupy and na the same thing they happen.
Yes.
Make you just give the important place. Just give one woman chance for that place. Make you see how you go be,
Yes.
so that you go know what you go do. I really like today. I really like this topic. I thank God for this topic today.
Thank you.
And I want to my sister Ba.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, for Abuja, we know the future come out to there. Our call know they go there. So now for here, we feel talk our own. And I hope the ordinary president, they hear us.
Yes.
When he finish, they listen to this one, ba.
Yes.
There, that morning, that girl, that is Egyptian girl in the morning, I say, ordinary president first. Me, my the thing disturb me. Because I see, I did the day where they handle this case. I see how they tried. How ordinary president tried to communicate with this girl, man, he tried well. And now he can't send this number to the ambassador there. Me, man, the morning, I just hear the girl, they talk. He no mention anything. Just they talk. I know not ordinary president they observe, man. I say, Kai, make you know best. The one thing where we go know for this word, when we go continue to they do good, now when we go know say no the person where we they do and for now God. Now we go continue to do. Make you know best. May you see the help others where they in the situation.
Yes, ma'am.
I beg, if they bring complaint for them like that, may you just do because of God. Me, mind the money, they get no try, but may you just forget.
All right. Thank
My brothers and sisters, don't they give me signal to do it, signal to pack my kaya and end the call on our waiting. On a bye.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Madam Patience.
Yes.
Okay, the number to call is 070 1625 7240. Call in and tell us what is your take on the matter, the role of women in the society. Engage our guest. He's ever capable to respond. Hello? Okay, I lost that call. Okay, you can call back. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I just wanted to actually portray some certain things again about the woman.
Okay, sir.
And talking about the woman being a caregiver, you know, I have something scripted here.
Okay.
And it said, women are the primary caregivers of children and elders in every country of the world.
Yes.
International studies demonstrate that when the economy and political organization of a society change, women take the lead in helping the family adjust to new realities, okay, and challenges.
Wow.
They are likely to be the prime initiator of outside assistance.
Wow.
And that is the truth about it.
That's
Now,
very
when you and then you go back to another aspect of education in the whole world, you would discover that the role of the woman in education is a kind of, you know, it's awesome.
Yes.
All right. It says here the contribution of women to a society's transition from pre-literate to literate, likewise, is undeniable basic education. Is the key to nations' ability to develop and achieve sustainable targets.
Okay, so let's hold it there.
Yes.
Then we listen to this caller. Hello, good afternoon. Okay, we lost that caller. Okay, go on, sir. So we have to keep interrupting you while we're taking calls so that they will be able to participate.
Yeah. So that is the truth about who the woman is. Now, they are educators. In fact, while I was going on in the secondary school.
Okay, sorry, sir. Let's hold up from there. Yes. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name?
And the radio said. Thank you.
She did the right thing by ending the call before we end it for her. Please, when you are calling, reduce the volume.
Much time. So when you call, you have the volume up. It's actually taking much time. Please reduce the volume.
Reduce the volume when calling us. And the number to call again is 070-1625-7240. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. What's your name and where are you calling from? Oh, lo.
My name is Mr. Sebastian from Sabu.
Mr. Augustine, can you please speak out? We can't hear you. Your voice is very low.
Thank you, Mr. Sebastian from Sabu.
Okay, very good. Mr. Sebastian, go on, sir.
Yes, thank you. Please, I'm very happy for what you are saying. No, first, olden days can treat women like they are second class. But as the world is going now, women is the pillar of the house now. Most of houses now, men said don't even contribute anything in the family. Women is the pillar of the house. And by the grace of God, we appreciate and we are begging the government that it let them give women opportunity for the government. Let them try to give them opportunity for governorship or whatever. Let them give them opportunity for government to contribute their own paper. I will be glad to see the women to become a governor in the country for one.
Thank you.
I'll be glad.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, my sister. I appreciate your topic.
Thank you so much.
God bless.
Thank you, sir.
God bless.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that is it. If women can, we have more governors, and one day we have a female president. Yes. Okay. Hello. Good afternoon.
Hello. Good afternoon, ma.
Good afternoon, ma. What's your name and where?
I'm the lamb.
Oh, lo. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Sabah from Kaduna.
Where in Kaduna, please?
By Dusenarayi.
Okay, ma. So go on with your contribution.
I'm very happy with the sermon that our honorary president made. Please, I want to beg for the opinion for that guy in the morning. She don't know how to talk, but we that
woman, sorry, I have to end that call. The program is not about the woman at the Top Magazine program, okay? The program is about, it is me and my future, and we are talking about the role of women in the society. Anything aside that, I will not let it, I won't entertain it, okay? Thank you very much for your understanding. Hello, good afternoon.
My name is Evan. I'm calling from Kumasi.
Okay, thank you. Go on with your contribution.
My contribution is I'm really happy for this program. Right from in the morning, I tell them all about women and they really good ideas. Like for an example now, let me take my family as an example.
Yes.
My family, let's assume my family is Nigeria. My father, out of 100%, my father has to do 20%, my mom covers the whole 80%.
Wow.
Okay, let's assume that Ghana is like my family. You see, the women will do much more. I think, I pray our president this thing so that you can give women an opportunity.
Okay.
So even set an example, let us see what will happen if there is a change of in the case of women and men. And let people bless the country. Thank Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I just want to make something clear here. We're not in a competition with men versus women. We are just pleading for more positions to be given to women, okay? We are begging that women should be considered also in the political world and in the society at large.
Even
no
in
comparison, even in the house. The father has his place, the mother have a place. So we are
has his place, the sister has a place.
we are not in a competition, please. We are not begging for more place for women and less place for men. No. We are asking for women should be considered as much as men are considered.
Yeah, sorry. Let me just say.
Sorry about that. Hello, good afternoon.
Okay, sir, you can go on the call.
Yeah. You know, we are talking about 35% affirmation here. I mean, let's be very critical.
Yes.
Has that very 35% been made in Nigeria?
I don't think so. I'm not seeing it.
So if 35% out of 100% is given, you can imagine what's going to happen. So that is exactly just we are asking the government to enable women to 5% affirmation. Okay? So that let's see what this fraction can do for this very country.
Yes.
And once that is done, I know that a lot is going to be achieved.
Yes. Okay,
Thank you.
We lost that caller. Okay.
That's actually true because as I said earlier that you can't keep trying something at the same time. Yes.
Okay.
This number. Hello.
Network is trying to.
Good afternoon, ma.
Okay, good afternoon, sir. It's connected.
How are you?
Fine. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Mohammed Suleiman. I'm coming from.
Yes, please.
Hello.
Yeah, you're calling from where, sir?
I'm calling for Sabongaya.
Oh, okay, go on with your contribution, sir.
So, I'm very happy for this contribution where they make about women. Women get pity fast man too. Because women, if you a day opposition now, they can pity more than man.
True. That one day.
Like now, we marry, you get children. Or when you get boy, now boy, if you don't marry already, you say he won't take care of your family. Maybe woman take your husband house. You will see the remember your mother. Remember everybody will be man now.
Yes.
That's what it be. One last thing I did now have this. Today my yes they are the cry. Any where we go fight out for me almost. Breathe the tea for me.
True.
Woman is good. Thank you for this program.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. So you see,
at least at the men,
that
calling for the position.
Yes. Sorry. Okay. Hello. Good afternoon. Oh, lo. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Yes. Good afternoon, my delectable twin. My name is Mamana Mama.
Oh, good afternoon, Mama. What's your own contribution?
Yes, my contribution for this matter, Nasiba, especially for the northern side of this country.
Yes.
The role of women no really be projected. Why they say because they don't describe women as weaker vessels. They don't already want to put us for background. Forgetting that woman is very proactive.
Yes.
She gets very good shock absorber.
Yes.
And she be good administrator.
Yeah.
You know, I will meet two beautiful twins like una we dey that station like this. Now woman una be and una dey do una job so beautifully well.
Thank you.
Wetin I dey request the Siba if dem for go dey organize regular symposium basically for just women for this north. You go see women go they get awareness.
I love it.
And that awareness now wetin go dey bring some more education into them. You know, because most houses where you know, where they say man they do this 7 to 7, or the 7 to 5 job.
Yes.
Woman too they do 7 to 5 job.
Yes.
If you look at them, their children who go get this formidable training.
Yes.
But if by the time we empower women, we dey organize symposium for them, job we them go create for women. It go dey a little bit less tasking. Knowing that this woman will be home keeper, will quickly do her job to a certain limit, then go back home, take care of the children, knowing that then she play the motherly role and she dey play the administrative role to earn money. It seems you see them, they tax women so much, we don't make them bring out the best in them. At the end of the day, it will affect the home front. I beg, make our guests with their house take this matter up to people who read. Make them be organized frequent symposium for women, empower them, enlighten them, and probably provide a soft landing job for them. We will make them play both roles, both at home and in the office.
Thank you very much. Thank you for this beautiful point.
Very valid point.
Very, very. I love that, sir. Did you hear what she said?
Yeah, I really heard her, and she really have brought up exactly what I was going to on the rounding to say, because we in Crudan is really trying to actually come up with workshops and trainings that mostly would surface women, that cuts across the sectors of the economy, so that these very women can be impacted, can be given some skills, all right, and thereby contributing to the GDP of the country, that is the gross national development of this very country, Nigeria. Now, if we can do like that, that is going to be great.
Yes.
Now, let me also quickly say this, that, you know, the place of the woman has been actually utilized in this very country. And when you look at the local government councils in Nigeria, how many women are really in the forefront of decision making or holding some sensitive positions? Then you come down to the states. How many women are there in the state house of assemblies and all of this? And then going back to the federal government. And that is the whole thing.
Yes.
So if you sum up this, you discover that it's not up to the 35%.
It's not.
That is been, you know,
It's not.
talking
It's
about.
not.
We are not talking about women to have equal standing with men. No. That is not the essence. The essence is that how can we actually bring up this genius together to help build this very nation?
Yes, sir.
I am telling you the truth. If a man marries a sound and an intelligent woman, his house will never be the same.
Thank you, sir.
And you are listening
you,
to Brekete Family Radio 99.9 FM, and we are live on YouTube at Brekete Family Radio TV Kaduna. See, if you are not listening to Brekete Family Radio right now, you are missing a lot. You are missing a lot. Okay, if you we are live on YouTube. You can go back after now, still watch this clip, still watch this video to get more points, okay? It is right there for you, for your consumption. So you can go back at any time to listen to this. And I will call out the phone numbers for you to call in. Again, I think we'll just pick 2 or 3 calls and we will be rounding up here. So the number to call is 07016257240. We are talking about the role of women in the society. How much more can a woman do in the society? And the number to call again is 07016257240. Hello, good afternoon. All right, we lost that number. If you are the one, you can also call back. The network is not that very bad today. Okay, so you can call back.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, you can call back. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma.
Good afternoon, ma. What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Teresa by name. I'm calling you from Police Barrack.
Okay, go on, ma.
The role of the women in the society, I think, even in their house, they are everything.
Thank you, ma.
Even in their house, women are everything. If you not get a good woman, it's a problem. If you don't get a good woman in your family, the family will not be in peace.
Yes.
True.
All right.
The same thing in society. And women are very good and educated. Some women, they are very educated, but they don't have the power of anything in their husband's house.
That's true.
Yeah. Some men, they don't know the importance of education of women. So women, they will just go further and do whatever. After they come back home, it's a problem. Their husband will not allow them to go out and use what they learn. Yes.
So all that they learn in the school, it will just be in vain.
Okay.
It will just be in vain because they not achieve anything. And some women will like, or they will like to go out to learn what will help them in life. But their men, their husband will not help them.
Yes.
Whereas they have something that will help the society. But they will not allow them to go out. And in education, women are very good, especially in primary education. You know, in some nursery school, you will see nursery classes, they will put women there because of what? They are patient. They are very patient. They know how to take care of those children. You will see a child will stay with the teacher, with the teacher inside the class. They will come and do what all the eating shit. They will shit. They will feed. They will do everything. It's all women that will take care of them. There is no how they will keep a man there in that class, and the man will take care of that child there. So women are very good. Let the society empower the women.
Thank you.
Let them have something that they organize and keep them and we teach them. Some women are very educated. Some they have their own handwork.
Yes.
We help the society, but they are not educated.
Yes, they should be empowered. Yes.
They're supposed to be empowered.
Okay.
And so women, they have the theory, they cannot do the objective.
Yes.
So they can do the objective, but they cannot do the theory. The same thing. So women can write very well, but they cannot read. So women can speak very well, but they cannot write. Do you understand?
Yes.
So we have different category of the women. So we need somebody that will empower the women so that we know that we are very important in society. And let us elect our men, our husbands in the house so that they don't know the importance of women in the society.
Thank you very much, Ma. I have to let you go now. Thank you so much for those wonderful points. Sorry, we
looking out.
they're already telling us to pack our things and get out of the studio. All right, it's already time, and with that call, we will be rounding up the calling session. So let me in a very short, brief nutshell. What's your conclusion, sir?
Okay. My conclusions are I do call on the government, all right, of Nigeria, especially in the formative stage now, to really include more women in parliaments and in places of policy making. And not only on the federal government, the state, even at the state level, the local government level. And if that can happen, let's give Nigeria just 1 to 2 years, okay, and see what's going to happen.
Thank you.
And I would also advise that if a Brekete family would actually make use of Kurudan to have women sensitization and awareness creation, and to be able to, raise the capacity of women by giving them skills, and then looking at those issues that prevent women from active politics. Okay, like the discrimination, the gender-based violence. And I thank God that you people know about gender-based violence and exactly. And then when you look at the far north and some other aspects of, states that would not allow women to be either a governor or whatever, they would never allow that because of some certain reasons. And that is for another day. We'll discuss about that. Thank you very much.
So much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. And we have come to the end of Me and My Future. I remain your girl, Jessica Zugwa Ibrahim.
And I am Jennifer Kowes Ibrahim.
And we are saying, okay, no, before we go, before our engineers will sack us tomorrow and not come and help us. Thank you so much, Oga Shafiu and Oga Yash for standing by us and making this program a success. And to our father, the ordinary president, Dr. Ahmed Issa. Thank you so much, sir, for this opportunity to that you have given us to do what we love doing. And thank you to our guests.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for
Please
coming.
extend my regards to Dr. Ahmed Musa. He's doing a good job for this country.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Tomorrow he's going to be the president of Nigeria.
He doesn't want it. He doesn't want it.
Nothing is impossible with God. Thank you.
Right. So I forgot to say my AKA. I am Jay, the coverage chick. I must say it.
All right. Thank you so much. You, our listener.
Yes.
We are grateful for always being here with us. Thank you.
And we are saying bye.
Thank you.